What is up, gang? Kevin here, Life22, and it is... Jesus, what day of the week is it? No, it is. It's Sunday. It's Sunday, and it's the first day of January of 2023. So, 2023. So... Computer glitches first thing January 1st. That's good. It's high CPU speed detected. We're going to move the screen over here. So this way I can stare right at you, because that's what you're looking for, right? You're looking at Kevin staring into your soul for the first of the year. So, as most of you know, today is January 1st. It's the beginning of the new year. And so we're going to start with how we're going to jump into January. And usually that's the point where you've picked your New Year's resolution, and you're going to jump right into it. Like, don't let today be a hangover day. Like, just power through that. Maybe you start it tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know how bad your hangover is. I don't have one. So, but I know that I'm jumping right into it. By this morning, I'm getting household chores done while the kids are at church, and I gotta get outside in a minute and give the chicken some water and change the duck pond. I gotta rinse out their little. They got a kiddie pool right now until I can dig a hole and put in a little pond for them. And but yeah, so I gotta do that. I gotta swap laundry. I just got yelled at by June for starting laundry on New Year's, and I'm like, what are you talking about? You can't do laundry on New Year's? Come on, we're jumping into January here, people. And we're cleaning the house. We're going to clean the house, and we do the stuff we normally do on Sundays anyways, which is get laundry done, get it started throughout the day, start piling up some baskets, and then we fold it, and, usually I end up washing it and hustling it into the dryer and getting the baskets in the dining room, and then June usually folds it, and then I distribute it to all the bedrooms. I make the older kids, start to put them away. Lachlan really sucks at it, so I've got to go do him, and obviously Lennox is the littlest and he doesn't. And then, fighting with 14-year-olds to try to even just do their own laundry is a nightmare. But apparently there is you don't do laundry on New Year's Day because you wash away loved ones, and you'll have more laundry throughout the year, and you're washing a year's worth of good luck away. I don't know, some superstition. I just think that was made up by a bunch of malarkey made up by people that don't want to do laundry. And it was like, we got one more day where I don't do laundry. Like, well, yeah, well. I also follow a lot of diktats that say that you should not mess up with your schedule, right? So you should go to bed around the same time every day. You should try to wake up around the same time, even on weekends, because otherwise it starts to mess with your rhythms. And keeping to solid schedules is good for raising children because... as the great Jordan Peterson says, that you should have kids are looking for islands of stability as they're growing up. So everything is kind of like this chaotic ocean. They're trying to make sense of the world, and by having we do laundry on this day, and we go to church on this day, and we have dinner at the same time every day, and they're just like all these little islands that form the stability of their life. And they know where everything is. And it's a really cool concept, right? So, it's Sunday, so we're going to do laundry. We're going to clean the house. I'm going to start making it so that, I spend more... a lot of times I'll end up having to work on a Saturday or Sunday, and my goal this year is I want to jump right back into January, with... working on my health. So I wanted to be more conscious of the crap that I'm eating, and I'm going to eat less crap, more salads. I'm going to stick to my Dr. Stephen Gundry diet a lot more. I might flex a little bit, but I'm not going to do what I do towards the end of the year, which is December. I kind of just binge, oh, look at this. The kid's got a bunch of chocolate pretzels, and no one's eating them, and before bugs come and get them, I'm going to eat them, or before I have to throw them away. So then I end up eating garbage. And I don't want to eat garbage. Well, that kind of garbage is yummy, but I don't want... I'm looking for my health, right? So every January, I usually jump back into getting prepared for Fit February. And so I'm just gonna try to focus on getting things done. I have a tendency to procrastinate, and like I'm thinking to myself, like usually like on Sundays I used to say, man, I gotta clean the fish tank today, once a month or once every month and a half. We cleaned the fish tank, and it was like, it's like pulling teeth. You're like, no, and I'm trying to find everything else to do except for that. And it's literally something that could take like 30 minutes to an hour, and it ends up taking like 2 hours because I just like, and then I don't do it till the end of the day when there's almost not 2 hours left, and you're like, why, when I could just take 30 minutes and go do it. So I'm gonna try to just rip band-aids off. Like, nope, gotta go do this. Gotta go have a difficult conversation with this person. I'm just gonna do it. I'm not gonna like drag my feet on it, because then that difficult conversation, which could take 15 minutes, and the results are just there, right? Like, what's the worst case scenario in a difficult conversation, right? It just happens, right? It's just there. There's the results. You're going to get those results whether you drag it out, and you take 4 weeks to talk to somebody, and you know, I'm just going to start ripping Band-Aids off. That's it. I'm just the Band-Aid ripper. That's my January 1st. So, like, literally, I just got up this morning, got the kids ready for church, started kind of, like, slowly doing my day thing, but then I also got back into stretching. So I follow if you search 5-minute stretch on YouTube, you get like a Bowflex video with Tom Holland. I've been listening to that for like the last like 4 or 5 years when I'm into stretching. So I do a 5-minute stretch every morning, and then I try to incorporate it into the afternoons. So I'm jumping right into January. That doesn't mean I'm not going to take baby steps to get there, because I don't want to just jump right into like a 4-hour workout and just die. So I'm going to, like today, I'm stretching. Tomorrow, I'm going to stretch, and I'm going to work in my 10-minute kettlebell workout by the Sichi Health and Fitness. They've got a great video on YouTube. It's a 10-minute workout with a kettlebell. And that's my 15-minute workout every morning. And if I do that every morning, then I start noticeably being in a better mood, having more energy, feeling healthier. I also feel that my goals are more achievable. So those are the little things. Like literally, that's it. It's a simple, and I want to stretch this morning. Tomorrow I'm going to stretch, and then I'm going to do my workout. And as it starts working for me more, I might start stretching in the evenings and then start doing the workout in the evening too. But I mean, it'll probably just be twice a day stretches, once a day kettlebell workout. I'm going to start with a 15 tomorrow, and then I'll work into my homemade 35, which is not an official. It's like a 30, because it's made out of a basketball, and you couldn't get them during COVID. So a piece of basketball, some bagged concrete, and a piece of 1-inch PVC bent in an oven, just cooked and just melded to be the handle, and then it was all just made it, painted it, cleaned it up, wrapped it in grip tape, ready to rock. So I do that one, and then I'll move to my official one that I actually got, which is an official 35 pounder, and I just don't want. I want to work right into that. January 6th of every year, typically, because it's the 6th until about the 5th of January, or of February, I will do. I go sober. That's my one. That's only one more. I try to pick 3 months out of the year that I go sober. It doesn't have to be an official month. That a 30-day period. So we do sober October. I usually do January 6th to the 5th of February, and then a lot of times I will do some point throughout the summer. Like this past year, what was it? I did like July. I had like 6 beers in July, and then I went through August and part of September. So I did like 2.5 months in the middle of the summer where literally I may have drank a 12-pack. Like it was pretty, you know what I mean? Like, so that was it wasn't like a full 100% sobriety month, but it was, or series of months. But it definitely was like, if we were quitting cigarettes, that'd be an accomplishment, right? Like, so I'll go sober. And today I'm going to smoke a cigar at some point today, because it is the first of the year. It's the first of the year. I didn't want to smoke one last night. Me and June barely stayed up to watch the ball drop. The kids tried to. They just, collapsed. And, they fell asleep on the couch, and the little one went to bed early, and Lachlan didn't the baby made it to bed after Lachlan did on the couch, and then Quinn went zonked out, and we tried to wake her for the ball drop, and she was just out of it, so. But it's one of those things. So jumping into January with the stretching, working out, keeping it mindful of my diet, ripping Band-Aids, and yeah, I just gotta, and then more regimented schedules. That's really what I want to accomplish this year. I want to just make my schedule more regimented. So Sundays, stay home with the family. Sundays, work on the house. You know what I mean? Like, kids go to church. We're gonna start getting up the same time every day, even on weekends. We're gonna try to go to bed the same time every day, regardless of what needs to be done. Then, like, you better get it done faster. You better not procrastinate. You better not get it done. You know what I mean? Get it done. Obviously, you know, kids get sick. They have to go to the hospital or the well now, and you're like there until 2 o'clock in the morning. You're like, that crap like that. Not taking that into account. But it is what it is. I want that to be my January, and it'll feed me into February, where I'd like to, you know, continue to work out, maybe make a stronger workout effort in February, and incorporate fish, because fishuary is like awesome, and fish is very healthy for you, and it should be a part of everyone's diet. So, like today, cleaning up the house, I'm doing the fish tank. I haven't done the fish tank in like 6 months, and it's funny, we lost one fish, and then it was like, I just kind of gave up on the fish tank, and it's been, for the most part, self-sufficient. Like, we were down to one fish, and we're still down to one fish, and it's like, And so it's like, and I'm like, I don't want to, like, nobody wants to die that way, so I'm going to clean this fish tank until we can find someone who wants it. I also have live plants in there I've been, like, maintaining for the last 4.5, 5 years, and it's like, I'd hate to see those things just die and wither, and, like, what an awful, like, God to those little creatures. They don't know who I am. They just know that I'm the dude that keeps them alive, and, like, you know, like, what a tyrant of a god I'd be just to let them die, right? Like, so yeah, so I'm going to tackle that today. A friend of mine gave me some a deer spine, rib cage, and neck. So I've got it's sitting in my downstairs freezer or fridge, and I got to just process it, clean it up, process it, wrap it. You know, maybe I'll make some ribs. So I already have a roast, and we got 2 roasts we got to eat, and we got some ham left over from Thanksgiving that's got to get made done with. So there's a lot of things. So probably just process it, get it done with, get it into the freezer before it goes bad. Take care of the chickens. Oy. I promised Miley a little Halo time today. I haven't played a video game in a hot minute, so I need some. That's another thing about jumping to January. I'd like y'all to take a notice here when you're jumping into your new year. Remember, this is about self-betterment. All of these life themes are about self-betterment. And sure, you can become addicted to video game playing like people become addicted to drugs or porn or gambling or any of these other things, right? And video games are like the unsung, like, addiction, right? Like, nobody ever talks about it. There's a few people that will openly talk about video game addiction, but it's not as prominent as you would with, like, drugs, then gambling, and then, like, porn or sex. You know what I mean? Like, it's there, and it's like it's on the lower ends of the spectrum, but most people don't. You know, it's one of those things. So, like, but I'm always mindful, I don't have time to play video games. And video games are a nice mental health relaxation for me, and it's good bonding time with me and my 14-year-old. So I'm going to play some Halo today. We're going to get the Master Chief Collection out. We're going to start playing some Halo, pick up where we left off on the campaign from like over a year ago. And it's going to be a good day. But I got to get all my chores done, and procrastinating does not get my chores done. And then I've already done my kettlebell work, or my stretching this morning. And, yeah, so let us know below if you've heard, you know, like, what you're doing for jumping to January. We want to know in the comments, in tweets, all these other things, what your thoughts are on that, what your thoughts are for yourself, what your thoughts are on what we're doing. Let us know. Also, tell us about your Don't Back Down December. How did you make out? Did you let people walk all over you? Did you bite your tongue? Or did you not back down? You stuck to your guns and you made Grandma cry at Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner, right? Ta-da. Let us know. Tell us in the comments below. And then let us also know if you've heard of this crazy, like, I don't want to fold laundry or wash laundry on New Year's Day tradition, folklore, whatever, you know, fairy tale this thing is, this tall tale of washing away loved ones or something. Let us know if you've heard of it, because I haven't. And, you know, today or tomorrow, I'd like to get back on here. I'll I'm going to try focusing on the channel more because this is also mental health release for me. So I get to come on here and do this thing. I want to review last Tuesday's Common Council meeting. We've got some upcoming good stuff. We're making FOIL requests for certain government documentation. You know, stay tuned for that. And other than that, we will catch you guys later today, possibly tomorrow, on Life22. Peace, love, and Happy New Year, gang.